Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Nick here, and this is a reaction to the James Bond No Time to Die Super Bowl teaser, and also a thoughts and opinions on what's happening with Sherlock Series 5. I'll start with that because recently I read an article that came up in my Google News saying that Martin Freeman was not coming back for Season 5, but it had been confirmed. Possibly. This may not be completely true yet. We'll see with further confirmation. But by the sounds of it, Sherlock Series 5 sounds like a possibility, aiming for a 2022 to 2023 release, which is what I thought they could manage. But Martin Freeman may or may not return as Dr. John Watson. This would be extremely disappointing, and what could be, well, they'd either recast the role or they wouldn't have the character in the series at all if Martin Freeman wasn't going to be there. So that either is just as disappointing, although we'd give the new actor a chance if someone else had been cast. But yeah, this at the moment this is not yet confirmed, so it's just possible. Well, I don't think it's confirmed 100% yet. Otherwise, there'd be a lot more news articles about it. But from what I've heard, if Series 5 does go ahead, which it sounds like it could, and Martin Freeman does decide not to return as Dr. Watson, that would be a bit of a shame, to be honest. He's really great, and he has a great... Well, his character has great chemistry with Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock Holmes, although apparently the actors don't have as much of a chemistry on set, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, it would if Martin Freeman has decided not to return to Sherlock, whether Series 5 gets made, it would be a bit disappointing. But hopefully he will either change his mind, or if this news is not quite true, then if Sherlock Series 5 does go ahead, he will return, hopefully. I don't know if this is, like I said, I don't know if this is 100% confirmed, but yeah, just going through on some thoughts on what's been said in a article that I read, although that may either be speculation or maybe not true at all, to be honest. But this is just some thoughts on the matter. However, something that definitely is coming is No Time to Die, the 25th James Bond film, and the Super Bowl teaser that they dropped yesterday, on Monday the 3rd of February, was amazing. A really great 30-second trailer. There is a couple of shots that do remind you a bit of soap opera, like some of the reaction shots, as Calvin Dyson put it in his video, but for the most part, this teaser showed some really great stuff, some great new footage, maybe some extended scenes or specially shot footage for the teasers, like where with Bond jumping off the bridge, and some really great character moments. You get a bit more of Safin's character, you get to hear a little bit more from Blofeld, and some really nice shots and really great stuff. It's looking like it's going to be one of the best Bond films out there. It's also around the same time I read the Sherlock's Martin Freeman article that may or may not be true. Was an article that saying Bond 25, No Time to Die will be... I've got to get used to calling it No Time to Die, because we were saying Bond 25 for so long. That it's going to be about 2 hours and 54 minutes, so nearly 3 hours. Cinemas have to put in a 3-hour slot, and that's not including adverts and trailers that usually air... If it's a U or PG rated film, then they will probably air 15 to 20 minutes because they don't want the kids to get restless. And if it's a 12, 15, or 18 rated movie, then it will be between 20 and 30 minutes, usually about 20 to 25 minutes. Although I would have thought longer than 3 hour or longer films, maybe they should maybe cut down the adverts and trailers to about 20 exactly, or 21 or 19. This one will just about scrape underneath the 3-hour runtime, so they could do 20 to 25, but I wouldn't say any more than 25. If I were you, cinema screens stick to 25 minutes at maximum for the adverts. And if it does go over 30 minutes, they said it could potentially go longer, then don't go any further than 21 if it's over 3 hours. For your trailers and adverts, you've got plenty of films you can throw adverts and trailers at. You don't have to have... It doesn't have to be 30 minutes for if the film's 3 hours long, it don't have to be nearly 30 minutes of them. 20 will be satisfactory. But yeah, it's looking like a great Super Bowl trailer, and the film being 3 hours, well, hopefully it'll be the best one then of the or one of the best ones of the series, because it'll be worth watching this film for nearly 3 hours. It will be the Avengers Endgame of the James Bond series if they were able to pull it off really well and it's that length, and it's worked really well at that run length, which it probably could. Spectre, I think, could have been a little bit shorter, but I think the 2 hour 48 minute, not 48, 2 hours 28 minutes to 148 minutes worked well. I think that was thought that was a good runtime of just under 2.5 hours. The typical length of a Bond film is between 1 hour 50 minutes and 2 hours 15 minutes, which is generally around the 2 hours or just over 2 hours. But you got some just under 2 hours and some in the 2.25 hours section, and then you've got ones that are a bit over between 2 hours 20 and 2 hours 30. And also a very few between 1 hour 40 and 1 hour 50. This film, No Time to Die, is looking to be between 2 hours 50 and 3 hours, with the potential to go above 3 hours, which would be fine, but hopefully it's good enough to be 3 hours long. I mean, there's plenty of films in this series lots of people don't like, and I think if this film becomes like another Moonraker or Die Another Day, where it's not very popular with the fan base, or even another Spectre, even, which not as hated as those other two, for instance, but not really as popular as, say, Skyfall or Casino Royale, the next, or Majesty's Secret Service, the next three longest. Casino, Majesty, Skyfall, are the next three longest ones going backwards. Then not everyone's going to be very happy with the runtime. At least Quantum of Solace, in my opinion, the weakest film of the series, is the shortest one at just over 1 hour and 40 minutes. So that's tolerable. But if this one turns out to be bad and it's nearly 3 hours, then I think a lot of people are going to be very unhappy. So hopefully it's going to be a good film to satisfy the runtime, and like Avengers Endgame as well. If Spectre was the Infinity War of the James Bond films, then this is No Time to Die is going to be the Endgame. But yeah, from the looks of the trailer, it's looking really great, and hopefully it will be one of the best films in the series, maybe even the best. Fingers crossed. Or then again, Skyfall is a very difficult film to beat, to top, but you never know. It can happen. It's physically possible. But Skyfall, in my opinion, I know some other people would say Goldfinger, Casino Royale 2006, GoldenEye, Spy Who Loved Me, Majesty's Secret Service, or whatever your own personal favourite is. From Russia with Love is another one that gets considered one of the best. I think those are usually the ones that are generally thrown about as the best. That lot I've just mentioned. But yeah, or maybe someone else has another favourite film. I think my sister's favourite Bond film is Living Daylights, which, yeah, I can understand. It's a fantastic film. Anyway, so No Time to Die Super Bowl trailer is looking really good. Some really great shots in there. So roll on No Time to Die, which hopefully it'll be good enough for the 2 hours 54 minute runtime. I expect it will, and if it is, then it'll be worth that runtime, like Endgame was. Endgame was 3 hours and 1 minute, but yeah, you know what I mean. Roughly 3 hours, but worth it. Even if you have a slight issue with parts of the runtime, it should still be overall worth it. Perhaps we'll see, and we'll also see about Sherlock Series 5. Could it? I don't know if it is confirmed to be back or not just yet, and if it is, whether Martin Freeman will return or not. Hopefully both are yes, and hopefully No Time to Die will be amazing. Hopefully we'll find out when the times come for both of them. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you for... Okay, so that's my thoughts on the matters, on the Sherlock Series 5 matter that I recently heard of. Can't say it's definitely happening, or if Martin Freeman is definitely not coming back, or if he still might come back, if it does go ahead, and my reaction to No Time to Die trailer and my thoughts on the runtime. I think, yeah, I mean, 3 hour Bond film, but if it turns out to be a fantastic film, then yeah, it'll be worth it. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for watching my thoughts and reaction video. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Don't forget to click below to subscribe to the official Nicholas Payne YouTube channel. something that has been confirmed. Worth it, though. Even, well, Endgame, they could, yeah. Let's find out when they come around. So hopefully when the time comes for both, we will. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching this thoughts and reaction video. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for watching this thoughts and reactions video. Reaction.